Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Moltrap here, and I'm coming at you with finally with Game 3 of this very old, very obsolete series. This is a really cool intro. I don't know if you can hear the music actually on this version, since I have to turn down the sound of the VOD. Anyway, very cool video. This is Game 3 of Killer versus Violet. I almost said stats for some reason. Killer versus Violet. Violet on the left, Killer on the right. Killer, aka Baxter, Zerg player, the standing in the shadow of Jaedong. This is a Zerg player who, for some reason, Hwasheng decided to put in for their ace when they have Jaedong on their team. They put Killer in for the ace match like 2 or 3 times, and he lost a lot, and it was really strange. But anyway, this is game 3 of the OSL round of 36, and I apologize that it took me so dang long to get this third game out. I've had just some stuff going on in my life that I need to worry about, and so I've been super busy for the last 2 weeks. So I haven't been able to do any casts. Things have pretty much settled down though, so so I'm going to be doing some more casting, hopefully this week. I actually was going to cast all day today and do some StarCraft 2 games. It was going to be great, because I thought I had the day off, and then I remembered I have one thing I need to do. It's just like a short bit of work, but it's like kind of ruined my day. It's like, oh man, I had the whole day off, and now even though I have like an hour and a half of work and that's it, it feels like it's a lot. It's kind of, I don't know, it's right in the middle too, like 3 p.m. I have to be somewhere. It's like, gosh dang. Anyway, yeah, so I know this game is pretty much obsolete now. It's so old, but I did the first 2 games. I figured I had to do the third one just for posterity. Anyway, by the way, I had been talking in the other couple games about what's going on with Kespa and Greytech and all that stuff. And slight update: Greytech has given the broadcasting companies one more chance to settle. They've asserted that, if I remember correctly, that Kespa does not have the ability to negotiate for the broadcasting companies. So they're asking the broadcasting companies themselves to pay up. It's 100 million won, which is about $80,000, which is not very much money for a big company to have the broadcasting rights for their Star League for so long, for a year basically. Anyway, Fast Nexus here actually from Violet, and a little bit not too risky. I mean, it was a 12 pool. It wasn't a 9 pool, so the Zerglings aren't going to come out too quick, but he's still going to have to be a little bit cautious about making sure he gets those cannons up pretty quickly, and he's going to have to worry about probably putting some probes in the gap or something to make sure the Zerglings can't get through, since, boom, there's some Zerglings being created right now, and it's too bad he didn't save up. Well, it's not that bad, actually. He's been making drones, but, you know, if he had a couple more larvae. What the heck? Oh, never mind. I thought he canceled his natural expansion hatchery or something, but that wasn't the case. There's a gateway going down before the cannon too. I think that is the result of the fact that he was in the base and he did see that he only had 1 larva to make Zerglings with when that spawning pool came out. It looks like he only made a drone with it too, actually. So when the drone came out, he made a gateway instead. There's a cannon going up in the back. Anyway, so a lot of meta stuff going on there, back and forth, responding to the other player, and of course the Overlord right above that base, so he can see what's going on too. He saw the forge was up. He would have been prepared for Zerglings, so he decided to make a couple extra drones first and get his economy going, since he did go for pool first, so his economy is going to be a little bit slowed down as far as not having as many larvae from that second hatchery just as quickly. Anyway, a couple Zerglings are out now. They're chasing that probe around. Just going to try and chase that off. Both players just kind of, able to see what each other's doing and hang back and not make any quick decisions just yet. They're gonna wait till later. Third base going up for Killer in the bottom left as well. So it looks like we're gonna have to see pretty normal stuff here. He's gonna try and have to defend that. And I'm sorry, I haven't looked at these maps too much, but I'm not too familiar with this map. But it looks like that's a pretty open position. I'll have to see the next time they go and cover that. Actually, wait, unless that's the natural of another main, which is probably what it is. Never mind. Never mind. For some reason on the minimap, it looks like it's a really open spot, but I guess it's not after all, and we'll have to see in just a little bit when they show that base. Anyway, so, and it's funny how both Greytech and everyone else, yeah, okay, so there's a ramp there, it's pretty defendable. Greytech and everyone else, they keep going, you know, they keep saying, oh, well, we're not going to negotiate anymore. And then they say, but here's our final offer. And then they say, oh, well, we're still not going to negotiate anymore, but here's our other final offer. And lots of Zerglings being produced here. I think there's 8 or 10 Zerglings on the map right now. Spire going up as well as that third hatchery pops. And he's going to have to start worrying a little bit about defense. There's a couple Zealots out. Sometimes these do see Protoss players get, you know, just a few Zealots and a Dragoon and then move out and try and pressure that third base. But I don't think that would be wise since there's so many Zerglings on the map that wouldn't really do much good at this point. So I don't think he's going to move out there. He's just going to have to wait. And that means that it's going to come down to the sort of the second little timing possibility where, you know, the Zerg player is just barely getting their defenses up. They're getting their SimCity going with, you know, extra hatcheries and Hydralisk dens and evolution chambers in front of sunken colonies. It could be very good against defending against Zealots. And just when those defenses are getting up, they send out a little attack force and try and attack at that point. I don't think it's going to happen at this point. We'll see, though. There's the den going up. It's just going to be in a couple minutes. I don't think he's quite going to have enough forces. He's just more hanging back, but we will see. Corsair going here, sees everything, sees what's going on. It's going to just scout around, make sure there's nothing crazy going on, make sure there's no massive Hydras out in front of the door waiting to attack him. Although if he had been going for like a Hydra bust, it probably would have been earlier. So both players just going macro, basically. And this Corsair's running around, hoping to find some Overlords or something maybe. The Spire is up, so the Scourge are out. So the Corsair just basically got in there, got his vision, saw everything, and then got out while he still could. Of course, if that was Stork's Corsair or Bisu's, then that probably would be still running around in circles around the base, seeing what's going on because they've got the spare APM. And ooh, very interesting. The Corsair, it looked like, was hidden back over in the top left corner of the map. He's trying to hide how many Corsairs he has. And the Overlord was going to scout it, and the Corsair, I don't think he saw that. Whoa! Watch out there, Corsair. Careful, buddy. I don't think he saw that Overlord, but he still ran away, interestingly enough. What is going on in the top left area? Is that a hidden hatchery building or something? I'm going to have to see what that is. Anyway, we got a nice little defense here. He can put stuff on the ramp. The Sunken Colony can hit stuff from behind as well as the Hydralisks. So nice little ramp defense there. Just off that second hatchery, using that as a block. Is what it looked like, I think. Yeah, there's another hatchery. Hidden hatchery up in the top left. Wow, that's very interesting. Usually you don't see Zergs try and, you know, hide a hatchery because they're so vulnerable, but he is trying to do that right now. Not a lot of Zerglings protecting those two bases, though. So there's a few Hydralisks out now, but not a ton of Zerglings to block the Zealots from getting in close. I think he might need a few more if he's going to go in for a concentrated attack. We'll see, though, if he actually does that. It is going to be a difficult attack to win, so I don't know if he's actually going to want to go in for an attack. He is mounting outside the door there. He probably has +1 weapons upgraded already. He's probably working on +2, and there's some DT running around. Zergs are so good these days at blocking DTs, though. It's very rare. Sometimes they do get in. Maybe 1 out of 5, 1 out of 8 times, 1 out of 7.5 times. I don't know, something like that. Occasionally a DT will be able to sneak in, but usually not. And sometimes later on, you know, when things have cleared up and that DT rush timing is gone, then they'll make more DTs. And that's what I was thinking about too. The lurkers, that's another thing that you can use to block zealots from getting in. And so that's going to be handy as well. High Templar run in here. Wow. So it looks like he's going to go in for an attack. He was waiting for that HT. He's going to storm that choke. Oh man, does he have a second storm? No, he doesn't have a second storm. He could have stormed those eggs. But he's going in just